Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone,
Hello.
to the first episode of the Dark Sermon, Requiem.
Yay.
Alrighty, lots of stuff to go over today. Who wants to hit me with the recap?
I have got it.
Alright, lay it on me, Ginny.
Last time
Lover of
on the
Marlowe.
Dark Sermon, yes, whoever that is. Last time on the Dark Sermon, we began our training for the mission at hand. We learned about the local gangs and their influence on the area. We learned about the local customs a little bit. We learned that the place is relatively lawless, but it does follow some semblance of the Green Faith, which seems to primarily revolve around some form of law of hospitality. After some of our training and a few weeks into it, a mysterious letter showed up in my belongings, just absolutely riddled with heresy and carrying a certain amount of exposure on itself. With the information in it being of a very sensitive nature, I decided to share it with my superior officer and took it to Captain Farryn. Shared it with her. We decided to keep it secret between the two of us, and then I left to gather for a meeting that we were going to have. During that time, Farryn decided to investigate the letter further, followed the trail of exposure a little bit, and then after a bit, decided to memorize the letter and burn it at the altar of Mythos, and away from the rest of us on her own. And she triggered an event which led to a variety of things. Several gods were angry, a rupturing of the ley line happened, the altar got cracked, and she was possessed by some evil force named Crowley, which then tried to fight us. And after a little bit of a scuffle there, with Inquisitor Cast calling us to action as the rest of the party argued around a table, we managed to subdue Farryn and Micha'el, and Gideon, and also Mythos, who had all, at some point or another, gotten possessed by this entity. There was no bloodshed, there were no deaths, and somehow we pulled it off with some good fighting. And then, with the help of Inquisitor Cast, we removed the presence from them and followed the trail to just above my bed, which apparently is where the letter had appeared. And as he looked towards the source of it, gasp, we'd find out this time, and that's where we left off.
Yay.
And there you go.
Hold on, I need to make sure. Your chat hear that? The last thing you said? Because I was having some issues on my end.
I heard him okay.
Oh,
I heard him just
the last
fine.
part?
Yeah, could you repeat the last part, please?
Yeah. Inquisitor Cast led us on a trail of the exposure from the letter. Well, not the letter, because nobody knows about the letter. We followed the exposure trail to above my bed, and Inquisitor Cast saw something, and that's where we left off.
Okay. Well, we're going to pick up from there in a moment.
Okay.
All right, let's move everybody over there.
I'm the only one who's not a bunny. I'm hurt.
It broke. It won't work. I changed it.
Oh, wait, there, what? Now he's a
Oh,
bunny.
there it is.
It's because of the Yes.
Oh, let's go. There it is. All right.
Yep. Notice how nobody even asked me if I wanted one. Or made me one.
Oh,
It's cool. I'm not part of the group either. It's fine.
you have little bunny horns already.
Nope.
Don't you have your Easter token from Easter token from last year?
He does.
Yeah, but it's not in the same style.
It's not in the same style. I have evolved. Since
Nobody
then.
fucking asked me if I wanted to be a part of all this.
No, I'm the worst.
No, that's fine.
I blame Essy.
I'll remember that.
What?
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm sad. Arcadum's sadness is contagious.
Yeah,
I'm
Well, look-
saddened now.
it's all right. I'm also
I have
pretty,
lost my will.
I'm also pretty
I
good
better-
at spreading joy. So,
Yeah, you are. A contagious personality.
all right, let's do this.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, I forgot one. Where the fuck is he? Come here. Come here, you. Stop it. Stop not being over here. This is the only thing I don't really like about Foundry, is I can't move something because it fucking has to travel the whole way. Like, just slowly travel.
Mm-hmm.
Just delete him and paste him somewhere?
Yeah, I could just do that. I just copy, delete, paste. It's like,
You could.
so much easier.
Inquisitor Cast can teleport, ah?
But then am I actually Inquisitor Cast, or am I someone else?
Someone else.
Am I another version of myself from an... Okay, anyway.
Ooh.
Shut up
He
and come
has
here.
a
Break down
non-blank
all of
twin.
his cells and then rebuild all of his cells in a different place. Are they still him?
Ah, yes. Excellent. Sorry, I just... Somebody's just in here advertising.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, man, I can't wait to buy viewers. You fucking nerd. Fucking... Get them out, dude. What the fuck? Ugh.
Send him to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, me and the 14 people that watch this don't need your false viewers. Alright, let's do this. So, Inquisitor Cast reveals the following. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I gotta read something here.
Told y'all there was mages out here cursing our beds to kill us.
Man, it is going to make me laugh forever that now that there's, like, support for that. So it's just madness now.
You know,
Oh,
Gideon,
don't worry. It gets better.
Gideon, I thought you were just crazy, but forgive me.
None
Forgive
needed.
us, brothers, for we had doubted.
Fucking crazy. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Sorry, oh my fucking god. I got this like present for Christmas. That it's a floating D20 on a magnetized base, and it just sits there and floats, and it's like I ponder my orb.
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty sick. I get to be like a wizard.
We ponder an orb, bro?
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that's the motor inside the magnetized base that lets it float. If I push it down too far, it'll freak out. All right.
Nice.
Anyway, so Inquisitor Cast will reveal the following. There is a blanket of mana that seems to cover through the air, specifically focused on these points, the points of the bed, and also Ginny as well. And from those points, a blanket, yes, I know what I said. It seems to carry with it heavy divination, like the throngs of prophecy and fate. The Inquisitor is befuddled by such things. He strokes his chin, trying to piece together what he sees, and as he turns towards the rest of the party, he will say, "This is beyond my ability to truly comprehend. I will have to send for a specialist. In the meantime, perhaps we do not use this bed."
All right.
You can double up with me. We'll make it work.
There are plenty of beds.
Take my stuff from the trunk and move them elsewhere.
Hope
Why
so.
do you want her to cuddle up with you? There are plenty of room.
There are so many other beds, yes.
Do you have ulterior motives, Thorne? Hmm?
In either
What about-
case, Inquisitor will cut through. In either case, you have a mission. We shall see to you get ready and that you get it done. I will make this report of this unspeakable degradation of Her Lady's light, the breaking of the altar, the presence of this divination, prophetic magic. I'll have to take this to the High Council. But need not worry yourselves about such things. We have only so many patches of darkness to deal with at a time. Best we remain efficient, yes?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, we will complete your training. We shall send you on your way. It is only a matter of time before our patron arrives. Dismissed. And
Very
the
well.
Mytharians will hobble in here and put up "Do Not Cross" police tape around this fucking bed. I'll go
Depositing
make some more
things.
milk.
Ah,
Did he say make, not get? Ew.
best not to question it, Captain.
Thorne, I have a
Mhm.
question for you. Do you happen to have some paper I can write on? I want to write a letter.
I can't write or draw anymore, Micha'el.
I want to write it.
I-
Do you happen to have your notebook still?
N-
Or would you burn it?
No, but Bobina took my notebook, Micha'el.
Oh, how unfortunate. Okay, have a good day.
The camera pans across the continent. Look at all these drawings. Lol, all these brownies laughing.
Wow, nude photos of Kylos? Wow.
Those were mine!
Check out this fanfic.
Oh god, did she read the fanfic? No!
Oh, I didn't mean, what is going on? I'm just T-posing to the wall.
Okay.
Deleted himself.
All right. Stop. I'm grabbing you guys. Stop wandering away. Let me get everyone here.
Micha'el will then send on a mission to try to find some paper he can use.
Oh, I gotta play some music. Let's do this one. I like this one. This one fits.
Yes.
Grab Thorne, grab Gideon. Make sure everybody's lined up. Oh, Kali Dokali. Okay.
We zoomed in on us. Ooh. Ah.
Wait, why is my view not centric with me? Let's fix that. There we go. Camera control. Alright, so for chat's purposes and also for final lock-in purposes, we're going to go over all your prestige stuff. Make sure everybody has got all their shit together. So, let's go ahead and start with you, Ginny. Let me open up the ability tabs. Alright. Ginny Lanternbridge, what is your prestige class?
I am going to be playing a shaman.
A shaman? Oh!
Yes. To unlock the
That's a
powers of
legendary Pokemon.
rage.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Look at you.
Um,
Alright, dropping the shaman class. Roll for me. You are a cleric. What
Moving
the
into
fuck?
Barbarian, I gained the D12 now, right?
That is correct. 1d12. Minimum 7. Sorry, I don't know why I randomly went Backstreet Boys at you guys for a second. I was like,
Love it, don't apologize.
Yeah.
7.
Alright, for chat's purposes and to make sure you know what the heck is going on,
Yes.
actually, you should not be getting this stuff.
You would go to the cleric folder and pull shaman from that one.
Oh, I pulled
off
it
the
from
base
the
class.
wrong one.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the barbarian one, didn't you?
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
while
I
he's
see-
pulling from
I
the
see
right
what you
one,
did there, little bitch boy.
I'll tell you what it does.
I typed that to you in your DMs yesterday.
You
I guess
did,
you
but
didn't.
I forgot because I have no brain.
Alright, so this is what it does.
And also,
At
nobody
6th
made
level.
me an Easter bunny.
I know.
Didn't even ask me.
I also blame Reevee. It's both of them. It's them.
I didn't
not me.
even think of it. Why would you trust my
I
brain
was,
to think
I
of
was
things?
gonna say, to be fair, I also didn't ask. It just kind of happened.
That's right.
And then I was
everybody
told to
else's
be a
fault.
bunny before Wednesday, and I was like,
I said
Oh,
make one for everyone.
Guess
I am
I'll just flagellate myself over how depressed I am.
Now, and I will do it
Yay.
in
All right. Anyway, shut
whatever.
up.
Anyway, I've got 3 cool abilities at 6th level.
You get
from the
you get
Prestige
press
class.
forward, press the line, savage defenses, and reckless attack. Savage
Yes.
defense and reckless attack. People know because that's a base barbarian abilities, but please explain press forward and press the line.
So push forward. Any ally within 20 feet of me, if they crit, whenever they crit an enemy or defeat an enemy, I heal an amount of hit points equal to my Wisdom and Constitution modifiers together. So that's cool. Every time one of my friends crits, I get healed. Press the line. Whenever I would be healed by my push forward, it also increases the healing of the next healing spell I would cast by the same amount to all targets. So that's neat. I want people critting so that makes my healing better and also heals me.
Yes.
Pretty great.
Yes. And remember that you're your own ally, so that counts when you crit as well.
Heck yeah. And because I'm a halfling, I can't crit fail, so there's the double the possibility there. Technically, that's not how probability works, but you know.
Got him. All right, looks good to me. Do you have any art changes or anything?
Not me.
Okay.
I am perfect the way I am.
I'm Ginny. I like Marlowe. All right. Next up is Farryn. Farryn Inkholdt, please tell me your prestige class.
Inquisitor.
Oh, chosen the Inquisitor, I see. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll for me. 1d8, minimum 5.
Okay. Let me type that in.
Okay. All right. And the ability that you get this level is not listed with the... Weird. 1 second.
Jasta.
Well, yes, but it doesn't include the... Do I have to also add the roll progression stuff as what, like, separately for this, Caped?
For the sub rolls?
No, for the... Well, I guess, yeah, for that too, but... like, roll progression for mundane.
Oh, the roll progression?
Because I didn't add any of those abilities for her.
You probably... I don't think I didn't have the chance to update it with the roll progression stuff
Okay,
as well for
let me quickly unfuck this situation. Let's see. One moment, please. All right, so you get 2 sub roles, professional and adept. What are you choosing for professional?
Poison kit.
For professional, you were choosing the poison kit, which grants you access to quick access and tried and true. And for adept, you are choosing?
No, probably insight. Probably.
Insight, which gives you access to best of the best and surge of success. And then finally, your mundane progression goes up to 6 for mundane. For the roll mundane, and let me go get that in front of me. That is over here, level 6. You get artificial potency. So, artificial potency means that you get to add your character level to the numerical total of any value that an item would heal or deal damage with, from a source that is an item specifically.
Cool.
Okay, and then finally, would you like to explain to everybody what Chastise does?
Sure. Chastise is, as a bonus action, select an ability that an enemy within 30 feet possesses, and that enemy must make a DC 10 plus character level wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they cannot use that ability for 1 whole round. In addition, the same ability, if it is shared by other enemies within 30 feet, cannot be used.
Nodders.
A question about that.
Sure.
Can the ability be spell casting, for example?
So, Spellcasting is not one singular ability. It is the
Okay.
effect of several different effects of that.
Okay,
You
just
can
clarifying.
choose. You
Yep.
can choose a spell, so you
Okay.
can block a spell that way. You can choose.
You can choose press the line, for example.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hot.
Also, for the AoE part of it, where it also gets rid of it on other ads, is it instantaneous, so it just affects them all in 30 feet, or if they step out, they get the ability back?
It's when you use it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a sticky counter. You can look at it that way.
Nice.
There you go. Well done, Farryn. An excellent choice, I do say so myself.
Yay.
Your HP is 47. Okay, good. Just making sure that's right. Micha'el, please tell me the prestige class you've chosen.
Choose the converter.
Converter? Okay.
Yeah.
Beep-bop-beep-ba-da-ba-doom. Beep-bop-bop-ba-da-bop. I'm a singy boy tonight. I don't know what's going on. All right. Please roll for me 1d10, minimum 6. 6 it is.
So 8 plus my con.
And this level you gain Voice of Guidance, Word of Heaven, and Spare the Rod. Would you like to explain what those do so that everybody in chat knows?
Spare the rod means if I do any radiant damage to an enemy, I can choose to negate it, and then that enemy will be stunned for 1 round.
Negative. That is not what that means.
No? Oh, I
No.
got that wrong.
Spare the Rod is, whenever you would deal radiant damage, you can choose to not deal that damage to a creature. If you do, that creature cannot make an attack or cast a hostile spell on you or one ally of your choice. A wisdom saving throw of DC 10 plus character level prevents this effect. Stun would be way more powerful than that.
True. Word of Heaven. As an action, you may use the command spell as a supernatural ability. If you do, you may allow the target to benefit from your Voice of Guidance. If they do, they have disadvantage on the saving throw and cannot use the bonus from Blessed for that save. The DC of this command is equal to 10 plus character level.
Correct?
And then word of Guidance. Whenever you make a social check on a creature to convince it your religion is the correct one, you have advantage. In addition, you have an Aura of Bless as a supernatural ability that affects you and your allies within 30 feet.
Indeed. Well done, Micha'el. Alright, looks like everything else is locked. Oh, we gotta do your progression. Your progression is for Converter...
Magic.
Is magic, I believe. Yep. So that means you get... abilities...
Spell progression.
Magic.
So he just gets a spell slot.
You get spell progression, which you get a spell slot, so you get an additional one, which should be updated on your spell book.
You'll probably have to manually do it, just because I have to... He's not advancing in the same class, so it starts over back at... Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, so that means 6th level he'd have... There's got to be a way we can fix this. Hold on, chat, making sure everything's right before we go anywhere. 6th is 4-3...
Should just be an additional third.
6, 4, 3, 3. Yeah, okay, I'm just making sure that's correct. Okay, let me go here. Yep, 3rd level spell. I will edit. Okay, I will edit it whenever the game wants to let me edit it. Thanks, game. Alright, an additional 3rd level spell slot. Look at you. Good job, Micha'el.
Oh, let's go!
Okay,
More spice.
You are leveled, and you have alternate art when something happens.
Oh.
Okay. Mythos.
Yes.
What is your prestige class?
Sage.
Whoa! Didn't see that one coming. Let's see.
Yay!
Alright, 1d8, minimum 5. Hey! That was a pretty good roll. Okay. And Sage gifts you with the following effects. You get Grizzled Veteran, Sensei's Touch, and Harder to Kill. So let's start with Grizzled Veteran. Please explain that to the good people.
Yes, Grizzled Veteran. Whenever I would make a martial or arcana check, I gain an extra success, allowing me to learn more on that check, so I get 2 things instead of 1. If there is nothing else left to reveal on a target, instead, it grants me a +2 to attack, AC, or saves versus that creature for 1 round. And as a monk, when I succeed at doing this, I gain a point of ki.
To be clear, it is only martial check, but if you are using other skill checks as a martial check, this still applies to it. This is not for any Arcana check. I do not want that confusion.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up is Sensei's Touch.
Yes, Sensei's Touch. As an action, I can use my action to aid another ally to give it advantage on its next attack. If I do, and they deal damage with that attack, I may attack as a triggered action. If I hit with my attack, then that ally may also attack again as a triggered action, but this can only occur once per round for each of us.
Yep. And then finally, Harder to Kill.
I gain my Wisdom modifier as additional hit points per level, and if I'm a monk, whenever I use Withstanding Stance, I'm healed hit points equal to my level.
Sweet.
Clap.
And my Wisdom will be updated once the training is completed, and I swap my stats around.
Alrighty, and then we have...
Oh yeah, Wander.
Yep, Sage advances Wanderer, which gives you access to... Level 6 gives you Greater Endurance. I'm going to go and put that on you now.
Yes. I can now ignore the first instance of exhaustion per short rest, and in addition, when I roll hit dice during a short rest, they are maximized. And I also remove exhaustion on a short rest. So now, Mythos can stay up 23/7 and make sure that no more evil wizards come and cast malignant magics on the beds of our party members.
That makes sense.
Good.
Alrighty, here we go. Next up is Gideon Taro. What is your prestige class?
I will be going Penitent 1.
Okay.
And I will also be changing out my base class from Fighter to Barbarian.
Okay, do you already have a token set up for that? Because the one I have in front of me is a Fighter one.
I'm just gonna fix it up here, but yeah.
Okay,
That
well,
would be it.
if you know how to do all this stuff yourself, you can just fix your token yourself. But in the meantime, would you like to explain what Penitent 1 does for your for chat's sake?
I would love to.
Okay, explain your abilities.
My first big ability is Guilt Ridden. So whenever I would make an attack with a weapon and that attack should miss, I increase my crit threshold for my next attack that hits an enemy by 1. And then whenever I would critically hit an enemy, that enemy automatically critically hits me with their next hit.
If it hits.
If it hits. And that synergizes with my next ability, Penitent Flesh, which whenever I would be critically hit, convert half the damage that I would take into temporary HP. And this ability cannot trigger while I have temporary hit points already. And then whenever I would deal damage with my next weapon attack that has the Hallowed property, that's HALLOW, I can use those temporary hit points to deal additional radiant damage.
Very nice. And the final ability that you get is Professional, which is with the Priest Kit.
Yes.
Alrighty, and also this advances Mundane, which means you get access to Artificial Potency, which makes your healing and damage with items better. Very good. Okay, and then finally, we have is Thorne Saltspire. What is your prestige class?
Let's go.
I'm going into Wandering Warrior, the Fighter Monk hybrid class.
Do, 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 spider. There we go. All right, roll for me 1d8 minimum 5. 5. Okay.
Blood.
And you gain this level Balancing Blade and Focus and Iron Body. Focus and Iron Body are basic monk abilities, but would you like to explain Balancing Blade for the chat room?
So, up to my current key, so if I have 2 key, I can do it
Focus.
up to a +2 or a -2, but it's up to my current key. I can either
It's up to
increase
your
or
current
decrease focus.
Yeah.
Okay. I can either increase or decrease my attack roll, and then do the opposite to my damage. So if I give myself +2 to attack, I get a -2 damage. But this is nice and helpful for hitting exactly on their AC later on, or just making sure that I hit.
Excellent. Very good.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Did I also get Web of Steel and Sword Sage?
Oh, yeah, we're going through all that. I just don't know. Those are on sub rolls, so I have to go find them in the other place. Just give me a second. I'm doing it right now.
But you could describe them to us.
Yeah, keep yapping.
Yes. Sword Sage limits me only to light armor, and I must reject shields. However, it does give my armor an additional 3 to 9 armor rating, depending on whether or not I have my flails equipped. And Web of Steel gives me the ability whenever I attack an enemy, I gain 1 to my AC against the next attack made against me. So if I make 8 attacks, it's a nice little +8. So it's very nifty, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sweet.
Please keep in mind it is only to the next attack.
Yeah. Yes.
Making sure
But
everybody
not
knows
being
that.
hit by an attack is nice.
Okay.
But yeah, enemies with multi-attack still have it good.
Boom, boom, bam. Everybody looks good there. And then finally, get that. Okay, that was good. Very good. Why is Gideon bleeding? Oh, you changed your HP. Okay.
Yeah.
We stabbed him for good measure.
He fucking explodes in blood, dude. The fuck?
I did
The
have a
level up
couple
was
of...
too much for him. He went into shock.
Are we doing the retraining and feats as well here,
Yeah,
or...
we're doing all that.
Okay.
We're locking in everything.
Should I start telling you now, or... Are we going back to the top for the feats and everything?
We'll go back to the top.
Okay.
Alright, Ginny. Any character changes?
Nope, I'm just advancing.
Clap.
Only forward.
Farryn, any character changes?
Yeah, I am going to retrain my half-plate trick and mastery into the rope dagger that I learned last time.
Very cool. Okay, you can go ahead and make those changes now. Anything else?
I don't know how to make those changes, but no, I think that's it.
Oh, let me put rope dagger in your inventory first.
Sorry.
Hold on, I am freezing to death. Let me go change the temperature in my place.
Mm. I just had a taco and I feel like I need another snack.
But how big was this taco?
I mean, it was kind of medium
We
actually.
talking,
It wasn't,
we
wasn't
talking
that
like
big.
a Taco Bell, like shitty, like one of those soft
Yeah.
tacos. They're real tiny,
Well,
or like the beef burrito, which
no,
is
no,
at least
no.
a little bit bigger than the soft taco.
I had a quesadilla and a crunchy taco and several of Essy's chips,
Oh.
but
Man, now you make me want to have chips.
right,
Why did you do
chips
this?
so good. Chips so good. Corn chips with
Granola
that
bar?
Tortilla
with that fake plastic but very salty and delicious cheese dip that Taco Bell has. It's terrible, I'm sure, but it's so tasty. And it's only good as long as it's boiling hot.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
I mean, go
Good.
get a granola bar?
I might do that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get one.
Thank you, Essy.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm back.
Dark.
All right.
There he is.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to make these changes myself.
It's all good. I got you. Okay, weapons. Rope dagger. Boom. You now have rope dagger. Features. Equipment trick. Rope dagger. Equipment mastery. Rope dagger. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
Looks good to me.
Okay.
Micha'el. You there?
Sorry. I'm here.
Micha'el.
Can you not hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I remember Micha'el.
So-
It's almost like we can hear his voice.
Oh my god.
So,
We miss him.
So, Micha'el, you have done all the things we talked about in private, yes?
Yes.
So now we just put him over there for a minute.
Squints.
Nice.
Oh, look at that!
Micha'el has a new look.
I really like how that sword turned out.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some
Very
weight
clean.
to it.
I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm. I will be doing all of the adjustments to your character myself, so
Roger.
fear not.
Fear not.
Okay, good. I mean, unless you have, like, stats or feats you want to trade out.
No. What we talked about secretly, I'll find out later. But the only thing I would want to know for weapons is I would just try to change up my weapon. I don't know if we do that now or later, but I want to put a gem in my weapon. I just want to know what gems to put in, but we can get to that later. when we do it.
That's crafting and items. We're gonna do that next after.
Okay, cool.
After I go through rebuild.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Mythos.
Yes.
Are there any
So-
retraining or anything feats or anything you're changing out?
Yes. First, I am retraining my stats to swap my strength and wisdom. So my strength will go to 10 and my wisdom will go to 14. I'll mark that.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after retraining that, I will retrain my skill aptitude that is giving me my religion mastery into history focus. I will retrain my kit proficiency from priest kit to alchemist kit. And then I will retrain my skill adept religion for jack of all trades. Which will then increase my strength by an additional +2 because it's my lowest stat.
Okay, give me a second. Deleting skill adept religion.
Yep.
Granting you jack of all trades. There you go.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Stats. Nope, not until we get to purchasing. So I am done.
Are you good? Are you good to go, Gideon?
Yes, but I think you might have dragged artificial potency off the thing though, because I cannot find it.
What?
Artificial potency? I don't see it listed in the thing.
Uh-oh. Did I do a fuck around? Let me see here. No, it's there. I can see it.
I might not have given myself permissions to view, or for everybody to view it. If you could put it on my character
did.
sheet, that would be great. All right, cool. Dope. Tight. All right, we're good though.
You ready to go? All right. Thorne, are you retraining anything?
Yes. So, for all of my like weapon tricks and specialization, moving it from flail to habituator chain, so that changes gladiator, the weapon specialization, exotic weapon proficiency, and the weapon adept over to habituator chain.
All the flails to chain?
Yes.
Okay.
And then changing my mundane equipment expertise over to supple leather, trick, and mastery.
Weapon specialization, habituator chain, correct?
Yes. Yes, please.
Equipment trick, flail goes into habituator chain, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Equipment trick, whip goes into habituator chain, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Equipment mastery, flail goes into habituator chain, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Equipment trick, splint goes into supple.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then there's another equipment expertise. I think it was on a kit that goes into supple that gives the mastery.
I have your weapon adept habituator chain. I have your equipment trick, supple leather, equipment trick, habituator chain, equipment trick, habituator chain, equipment mastery, habituator chain.
Oh no, I only need one equipment trick for habituator chain because the weapon adept and gladiator give the trick and mastery.
Okay, then what do you change that one to?
Supple leather. So then I have trick and mastery there.
Okay. Your list is weapon adept, habituator chain, weapon specialization, habituator chain, equipment trick, supple leather, equipment trick, habituator chain, equipment trick, supple leather, equipment mastery, habituator chain. Is that correct?
Does having it that way work correctly to make it supple leather mastery?
Yes.
Yes, then we're good there.
Okay.
And then trading out my general feats for the blank feats, Hand of Ruin, which
Hold on.
allows me. Oh,
Hold
sorry.
on. I don't see tough on here. Did you already take it off?
I might have. It should be tough and tactician going away.
I see tactician. So I'll delete tactician. But tough I don't see on here.
Because there's no way I'd have as much HP as I do without it. Because I have been rolling minimum for everything.
Effects. Yeah, it looks like tough was already removed at some point and it didn't adjust your HP. That's fine. We can just adjust it now. So that would be minus 12. There you go. Let me make sure all that is correct. There. Oh, it's triple. Sorry. So it'd be another 6. Oops. Whoopsie doodles. Okay. HP looks right now. Tough's gone. Tactician's gone. And you're taking the blank feet Hand of Ruin.
Yes.
Okay.
So that Thorne can handle and extract mana from magical items.
Okay.
And handle that dangerous mana goo.
And your...
And then the second feat is the Well of Alexander, such that creatures that are adjacent to me are treated as if they were blank, which goes for allies and foes. Just for adjacency, though.
Looks good to me. Anything else?
And then I can do it myself by changing my skill proficiencies and my kit proficiencies to Deception, Medicine, and Martial, as well as Healer's Kit and Alchemist's Kit.
Okay, that's fine. You can do those yourself.
Yep.
Clap. Goom.
Hey,
Thank you.
Real quick, Arcadum, can I get my HP updated too with harder to kill? That
Yeah, hold
should
on.
be an extra plus 12.
I'll fix it in a second. Which one of these tokens do you want? Do you want this one? Or do you want that one?
The first one.
There you go.
Thank you.
And this is for chat. Season 2 art.
3.
Or 3, excuse me.
Sweet.
Cool.
It's
really
been
like
almost
the-
a whole year of Dark Sermon.
The detail in the leather, it looks really fucking good.
Yes, it has flowers and has braided leather. It's a masterpiece.
Aw, shucks.
He says, pretending to be humble.
I'm pretending, guys.
Okay, boom, boom, bam. Locked in. Everything looks good there. Okay, let's go over items.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with you, Ginny.
Ah.
Items.
Let's see. I got most of mine figured out before the break.
Yep.
Made a couple of chef knives and a chef hat and an armored robe for undercover stuff. Got my spear hallowed. Got my scale mail anointed and silvered, and my shield anointed and silvered. Got a potion of got 3 potions of purging and 1 potion of invisibility, and that's about it.
Okay, sounds good. You have all that added to your... Yep, looks like you do. All right, good.
I sure do.
Well, look at you.
Yep. On the ball.
Farryn.
I just finished working on this because of the recent prices that I got over the break. But basically I want to upgrade both of my kits, the Thieves' Tools and the Poisoner's, to Masterwork.
Okay.
Going to buy a pack of darts.
Okay.
Going to get a dagger with the hollow, seeping, and potent attributes.
Okay.
1 blowgun.
Wait,
1.
hold on.
Yes. Yes. My math might be off. If my math is off, tell me.
You said you got hollow, seeping, and what else?
Potent.
Can you afford that?
I think so, unless my math is wrong.
Because that is a, I mean, if you can afford it, great. I'm just making sure.
I think we had.
Seeping and potent are both tier 3, right?
Yeah, so it's tier 7 item, 3,200 gold pieces.
Yeah, we had
Oh.
2,000 apiece. So
See,
we had
okay.
to.
My math is incorrect. In that case, the answer is no. I cannot
I mean,
afford that.
if that's the biggest item, you do have the discount, but
No, no.
20% probably doesn't save it.
Well,
just
it would be
make
the
it-
only thing she would get, basically.
Right. Just make it hollow.
okay. Okay, next.
1 blowgun.
Okay,
1 rope dagger.
okay,
Also hollow.
okay,
1 set of hide armor that's concealed.
okay.
And another quiver of arrows.
That should all be good.
Could anyone tell me what my balance would be remaining since my math was off the first time?
It sounds like you were asking for...
I would need you to send me a list and I can set up an Excel sheet, but not off the top of the head.
I can do it.
Yay.
Hide is 2. Plus you had, what, 4 other tier 1 items? Masterwork?
I guess so. I had the rope dagger and the dagger, which were tiered, and the 2 masterwork kits.
That's 300, 400, 500, 565 gold.
Oh,
So that's
so
how
there's
much
plenty.
the whole thing cost?
Yeah.
All right. I would also like to buy some poisons.
What kind?
Well, if I spent 500 and you said 53, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then... two of the wasp venom.
Okay. Let's see here. 2 of the wasp venom?
Yeah?
Okay, that's a 1165 so far. You got a little under 900 left.
Okay. 2 of the black adder.
Okay. You got about 600 left.
Okay. 2 of the bloodroot.
Okay. 400.
And I think that would be good.
Okay. There you go. You got 400 gold left.
All right.
Yeah, type out that list, send it to Cape so he can make sure all your stuff's on there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next up is Micha'el Grace. Any retraining feats, or excuse me, any item stuff we need to go over?
Yeah, I would just want to know more about what kind of cuts for gems there are, or what kind of gems there are.
Yeah, I can get that for you. Because you are my fire.
Are we bedazzling?
Beep, boop, beep, bow. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. Yeah, ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. What? Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Okay. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I'm eating sweet tarts because I love sweet tarts.
What you love, sire?
I'm just chilling. Well, it's because people keep complaining that I'm like eating on the mic in YouTube, and I don't know if it's just like one guy being an asshole about it, because I'm really self-conscious about it, so I don't know.
Can't hear you today.
Nope, can't hear you at all.
Let me know, chat. Alright.
Arcadum, if you look in fan art, a bunny was done for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's too late. The damage is done.
Man,
Didn't even ask me. Crazy.
that's the same money as last year. Aw.
It's such a good bun, though.
No. I have failed.
Nobody cares about me.
I have failed utterly. I am a disgrace.
All right, if you guys look in your general chat there, Merciless, click that so you can follow along. Because what we're doing is kind of complex here.
Yeah.
So, your gem choices are amethyst, diamond, emerald, sapphire, ruby, topaz, opal, and quartz. There's also some exotic ones, but the church doesn't have any. It should be noted that the church has more access to diamonds, so they're not quite as expensive. And there's also the gem cuts. So, which of those do you want to kind of focus on? Which gem would you like?
Difference?
Well, if you click on this link, you'll see what properties they're associated with. Like, amethyst deals with charisma and force. Diamond deals with direct item potency and magic storage. Emerald deals with wisdom. Sapphire deals with intellect. Ruby deals with strength and fire. Topaz is lightning, thunder, dexterity, speed, things like that. The opal has to do with the stars. And quartz is constitution and magic resistance.
Do ruby.
Ruby?
Yeah.
Saw that coming. Alright. There are 4 known types that you can get cut. There's the warrior cut, which is gems that are meant to be put in weapons. The royal cut, which deals with headpieces, brooches, rings, things like that. The harsh cut deals with belts and boots and stuff. And spinel deals with casting implements.
Yeah, warrior cut. It's got to go into my sword.
As I suspected.
So that would run me 600 or more.
Hold on, I'm calculating.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so engraved itself is going to make it a tier 2. You have to pay for the base engraving and the cutting of the gem. The base gem is 200, cuts 300, 500, plus my ass is 100. Yeah, probably a little discount, so we'll round down. 600 gold pieces.
Oh, okay, cool. I would also like to make my sword fire fluxed. Will that change anything it does to the gem, or is that would the fire stack when I'm reading?
Well, so what the gem does is I'll randomly roll what the effect is. The type of gem and the cut affects the charts that I roll on. But adding Fire Flux means that you'll add another 2 tiers onto it, which will make it a tier 4 item, which increases its cost by 300. So it'd be 900 gold pieces.
That's fine. I got 2k. We have 2k each, right? No? If I remember that.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. We good. We good with that.
Okay.
And we get potions from the Abbey, right? Or should we? I don't remember.
We had to buy them.
Okay.
You gotta buy them.
Then I'll just take like
They're
3
basic ones.
I'll take 3 greater healing potions. Or depending how much a greater healing potion is.
Hold on.
I think I can afford 3. Lots of D100s.
Are you using this as like a base sword you're making from scratch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the Emperor's Flame Sword.
Great sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks good to me. Alright, I have created a weapon for you.
Okay.
Masswork Greatsword has the adorned property. I rolled fire augmentation, so therefore this weapon has the Embers property. This weapon deals 1d6 additional fire damage. In addition, whenever you would critically hit, you deal 3d6 additional fire damage to the target.
Holy shit. Damn! Oh shit.
Good
It
roll.
does strength and fire. Does anything happen with strength, or is it just the fire property?
Those dictate the charts I roll on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not a it will be this. That is a could be this effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's crazy. I think the next thing was how much is a greater healing potion?
300 gold pieces.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
That would set me at 1,500 spent. I still got 500 gold in my pockets, and that's it.
That's some partying money right there.
Yeah.
All right, Mythos. Mythos? Shut up!
Oh, no, I was muted. Okay, that's why. So I had a question, because for the cuts for gems, shields aren't listed. Is there can gems be put in shields?
They can.
Okay.
The 4 cuts are the basic cuts. That doesn't mean they're the only cuts.
Alright. Then I would like to know the cost of an anointed, spiked, engraved shield with a quartz.
Okay.
Light shield.
You said anointed, spiked, adorned with quartz. What cut do you want on the quartz? You got warrior, royal, harsh, and spinel.
Do I know what the difference between them is? I guess do royal. Royal quartz.
Royal quartz?
Yes.
Alright, that's gonna run you $900 gold.
All right. So minus 900. And then I would like... Are there any masterwork alchemist kits of any kind of variety, or am I just getting a basic?
Probably just a basic one in this case.
All right. So that's 300 for base, I think, for base alchemist kit.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right.
All right.
And
Let
then-
me roll your shield.
Yep.
Arcadum, real quick to interject. I know it's Mythos' turn, but the armor was delivered and I'm currently wearing it because I see it's equipped in my inventory. Okay. Oh.
I'll be updating it, and don't worry. I know.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
It'll happen when it's
Okay.
time.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to clarification.
Okay. So I need to those. Set a light shield, right?
Yep, light shield.
I'm cooking.
Oh boy.
Anointed, spiked, adorned, quartz, royal,
Uh-oh.
It appears Mytheria has smitten the heretic.
But
He'll be
Good.
back.
Banished.
Ah! Oh my god, I was right. He just posted in her chat, be right back, Mytheria unplugged me.
My God.
I truly
Sigh.
am a seer.
Alrighty, your shield is a masterwork light shield. It has the anointed property, spiked property. It is adorned with quartz with a royal cut. I rolled the stabilizing effect. Whenever you would succeed on a saving throw, you succeed on the next saving throw as long as the DC is within 2 of the original ability. The second effect of this ability does not trigger the first. This ability has no effect on supernatural forces.
All right. And then how much would it cost? I want to buy a basic longbow, so that's just 50 gold from the market. How much is 2 full quivers of arrows?
Like 2 gold.
2 gold? Alright, 2 gold. And then if I sell my basic heavy crossbow and longsword, I just get half the price of them?
Half market value.
Okay. Then that should be it for me.
Alright then.
7G, 5 silver.
Gideon.
Alrighty. I'm going to get, starting off, 2 falchions with hilt added to them.
Two falchions with hilt.
Yep.
Did you already add it to yourself?
I will.
Okay.
A noted chainmail would just be 125, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. And how much was the sensor priest kit? Was it 100?
150.
150? Okay. That, and then I'll get some purging salt to go with that.
Up to 3, cost 50 gold each.
The purging salts are, I thought you said it was 700.
No, because it's gifted to you. Their normal cost is that. Yeah, if their normal cost is that much, but you're members of the church.
Okay, so 50 each, up to 3.
Yeah, so you can only purchase up to 3 that way, but you get it for 50. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and get.
Same's gonna be true with Thorne salts as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that saves me a lot of money. Jesus Christ. Good.
You're a member of the church. They get perks.
Yeah. I'll get a regular priest kit. And 300. I'll get 2 regular potions and 1 greater. And I think that should cap. Or no, I still got 3 or 250 left. I'll save the other 250 for later. Never know when you might need it.
Yeah. Keep good walking around money.
Yeah. Just in case we run across more bandits or something. I don't know.
50 gold, pay
Who
off
knows?
bandits. You never know. The fucking crown thieves show up. Oh, it's these guys again. Okay, that it for you?
I believe so.
Okay.
That should be good.
Thorne, let's go through your items.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. So, starting, thanks to generous donation from Captain, an habituator chain with anointed, hilted, and censer. Then an offhand habituator chain with just anointed, hilted. Anointed supple leather. An alchemist kit. A smoke bomb. 4 daggers. And then minor items, the gas mask, makeup, candies, incense, and selling 30 rations, 2 flails, and the splint armor.
Anointed, hilted, censer. How much is it for this? Let's see here. Your first one a tier 4?
No, because you said sensor itself was tier 4, so it's a tier 6. So that ate up a lot.
Yeah, so that's 1600 right there.
Yeah.
Perpetuator Chain, Anointed, Hilted, tier 2 is 100. 1700. Alchemist Kit, Smoke Bomb, 4 daggers, gas mask, makeup, candies, incense, 2 flails, and splint armor. And you got a donation?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to buy any sensor salts?
I'm already in the red, so the answer is yes, but no.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Alrighty. That'll do there.
How much are their sensor salts?
They're 50 each.
first
come
three.
on, I got you.
I was gonna say I have 900 gold left over,
Yeah, buy them.
Only for the first 3.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
Mythos will just give her the 150 for hers.
Then, which ones did you get, Gideon?
I got the purging ones.
Just purging?
Yeah. I just got the
Okay.
purging ones.
I'll get 2 rejuvenating and 1 clotting.
I know I'm gonna get a fair amount of healing from Ginny over here, but it's gonna be all magical, and that's not good for me usually. So I want to mitigate that
He's
as
getting
much as possible.
flashbacks.
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd rather not spend my time healing if at all possible. Just
Yeah.
don't get hurt.
I'm gonna do my best not to, but when you need to heal me, it's probably gonna be magic.
Hey, a frontline spear fighter. Healing is secondary.
Alright, does anyone else need any excess gold? I got 810 remaining.
I think we're good. I think I ran mine right to the edge, so.
Alright. We good?
Yes.
Okay, we got items, we got rebuilds, we got prestige classes. Oh boy, oh boy. Now it's time for the mission.
Woohoo!
This one?
Whee! Alright, everybody take a seat. It's breaking it down time. Waking my way downtown, walking fast.
Wow.
The ghost of Wally really is there.
Stereo.
Faces past that I'm home down.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And I miss you. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And I miss you.
Arcadum, how much is a cloak? Because I forgot to buy a cloak.
Just take a
Cloak is
curtain.
like 2 silver. That's fine.
Take one of Gideon's
Just take a
bed
blanket.
sheets that he just cuts in half every night.
That's why it's got.
Wrap yourself up.
That's why it's got holes in it. It's just a random tapestry from the fighting yard.
So I would give him a gold, tip the guy, give him a gold for a cloak. I'm now at 499 gold.
Micha'el still has a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
As his. Okay.
I
am going. Mythos will gift you his remaining crossbow stuff that he no longer needs.
Okay. Oh, let's go.
2 cases.
Alright, let me change all of this. I have to change all my gold settings.
And all my crossbow bolts.
Okay. I am currently checking. I'm downloading. I have no face. It fell away. Is this it? Hold on. Where's my super suit?
I'm the best thing ever you.
I miss
Just
Wally.
the subtle Lolly in the background.
I know.
She's awesome. We like her.
Mhm.
Oh, we changing? We changing? Is that what we doing?
Are we changing right now?
I have come to the meeting ready to go.
Yes, please assume your business casual wear.
I am ready to blend in.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh, we're pulling out the disguises right now? Alright, say less.
So over the course of a couple of weeks here, we've manicured Mr. Gideon over there.
Yeah,
He is my
He's got that
masterpiece.
He's got to fit in
Thorne,
as a
I need
thug.
help. You used to be good at disguises.
Mm-hmm.
You will assist.
Then I will help you with my own aesthetic flair.
My name is Lope. I am a bandito.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Nice
you're a little
mustache.
large.
might I recommend, Micha'el?
Oh my fucking god. I am not looking at that right now. Hold on. I'm doing something else.
Wait, what are we not looking at?
Freaking
Hey,
Gideon.
Gideon.
Gideon looks like he just fucking
He's
walked
doing-
off the set of Sandman.
He's doing the little Spider-Man
I
finger
have
guns
also
down the
updated
street.
my art
I took
before
him to
showing
Hot
everybody
Topic.
The
I am-
big art.
I am showing nobody anything yet. Give me a second.
Oh,
Oh,
Not
okay.
Michael's mustache that's doing it for you.
Oh, there's good stuff on everybody's art. But Gideon has evolved into Edgeon.
Most of them are just token costumes. They do not have full art for the most part.
Yep.
I don't have time for that.
I'm having a little map trouble. Give me a second.
It is I, Lope.
So, Micha'el, why the mustache?
Are you asking in or out of character?
In character, why
Oh,
the
okay.
mustache?
You know, Materia.
Mytharia
That is
decided?
that is a good answer.
Long may she reign. But seriously though, what? Why?
You know, I always, in where I come from, the mustache is a sign of a warrior. So I wanted to put one on. And I think it suits me very well. My father had a great mustache. For I hear my abuelo had a great mustache. Now, for now, have a great mustache. 1 second. I'm in.
All right. Time for me to break it down. Oh, shit. God, I can't wait to show you guys this shit. Let me tell you.
Oh boy.
Just lose it. Ah!
go crazy!
Ah!
Sorry, I'm dealing with my local crack addict right now.
I understand, Lope.
Lope los de mi huevos.
Ah, sí, muchos poquito pinga.
Alright, Mr. Loco.
Oh, I know. No. Man, I miss Fernando. He used to
Come here,
always,
beast.
I haven't seen him in so long.
yeah, he used to always just go, I know. Anytime I would say that. Good guy. Oh well. All right, let's go.
So, Gideon, how did the look come out? I had a lot of practice, but I can't be sure on the final result.
Well, I already recognize myself, but it's not like it
Perfectly
really matters,
edgy.
My brother and the sword, you look depressed. Are you okay?
though. Are any of us okay, Miko?
That's a
I'm
fair
great.
question.
I'm pretty fucking great, actually.
But is Annie okay?
Pat,
I'm good. Are you okay? Blink twice if you're in trouble.
Ellie, are you bitch made? Are you bitch made?
Actually, I can't even
I'm
see
not
your one
in
eye.
any trouble.
Does anybody else hear that abuela in the background?
Yeah,
They're like,
you know. Gideon, why did you let her do that to you?
Let me. He asked.
To do that hairstyle to him?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, she couldn't really see what she was doing.
All right. As everybody arrives in their business casual wear, do I have the blow upable art of this? I don't. I'm not doing that right now. Okay.
They're just tokens.
You could just. Mine is blow upable.
I will
have the
zoom
big one
in.
of that one.
Shut up, Caped. Okay.
Look at me.
It's so good.
First up we have is Micha'el's mustache making a comeback. I am Lope.
I am Lope.
All right, and then we have Farryn's disguise art.
A very lovely and elegant lady indeed.
Ginny's fucking. Luke is gonna
Chef Ginny.
Luke is going to be howling in the chat for that dude.
Luke is going to be begging her to hit him with the spoon. Just the wooden spoon whack.
Man,
Got my roller.
We've got Mythos revealing he's actually Bruce Wayne.
Very arresting.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Thorne being a maid priest.
Yeah. No. A nice doctor with some nice
No fingers
incense.
on her gloves.
No fingers. Never. You have to feel the wounds.
And then
Dig
we
into
have
them a little bit.
We have this fucking
The
problem.
creme de la creme.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
There he is.
Oh
There he
my
is.
I'm actually really proud of that one.
I really
I don't know.
it's
I feel like there
good.
needs to be more belts.
Not enough.
Maybe when he
straps.
evolves again.
He's gotta
needs more
hold that edge in with as many straps as possible.
dude.
You know,
I don't
Gideon,
care that I don't conform to what you perceive as normal.
Oh.
You know, Gideon, I think you look like part of the rogue gang in Sync. I've heard about them through passings. Are you taking
Oh no!
inspiration from them?
No, es pitbull, no, señor.
He just doesn't even look at Micha'el, just looks off and grabs a cigarette and smokes and starts smoking one.
And what kind of cigarette he's smoking? Well, I'll tell you, it's a pair of LP Curio coffin nips. Brought to you by S.C. Johnson, not a family company. That's right, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna drive up here and do
Cass,
something?
where are you?
All right.
And I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Why did you say it? I cannot sleep.
I cannot dream tonight.
I can't because they're stupid fucking mages. Always tried to kill me.
It's okay.
That's a good
Gideon.
question. Where did I put Cass?
I'll
I
hold
can't
your
find him.
hand.
Oh, here he is. Come here, you.
Running away. He wants no parts. Whatever. The
Still hanging out at
we have
Ginny's
going
bed.
on.
All right. Inquisitor Cass will enter. All of you, at attention.
Aye.
Our patron has arrived. Sapunko. Oh, sorry, I had to phase in there for a second. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
You'll take a seat. Thank you, my dear Inquisitor. Now, I see that you're already assuming your outfit, which I must say, very convincing. I have a few updates that I've learned on the road, and that the Inquisitor has informed me about. From Osen Chapel, which is where we are, it will take approximately 1 week to reach Dark Lake. If the weather is fair to us, at least. Once we arrive, I will take you straight to my estate, which you are to remain until you have been properly assimilated into my household. I will, of course, be giving you appropriate positions to your set of subversives? Subnominal?
Skill sets.
Superbial. Yes, superbial skill sets, thank you, Inquisitor. You will, of course, be expected to perform these duties for some time. Some of you might feel as if some of these activities will be beneath you. I understand your predisposition, but understand that it is imperative that you be believable in your role. I will, of course, once every week or however I can make myself available, give you updates on what I have learned from the council. The goodly Inquisitor will also be visiting us from time to time and getting updates on our results. Now, before we begin, I have this for each of you. He will pass everyone a key. This is the key to the estate. As servants, you will be expected to come and go as needed by myself, but you will also be expected to do so for your mission for the Inquisition. This key is different from the ones that the other servants have. It opens the secret doors located here, and he will gesture to some secret doors on a blueprint of his home that he has provided. One leads to the garden, and one leads to the alley on the back. Please keep in mind that I do not provide this access point to my other servants. They will no doubt be jealous, and may even attempt to learn more of why you receive special treatment. My advice is to not reveal that you are receiving so, if you catch my drift.
No.
Yes, my
Yes,
lord.
sir.
Very good. There are a few other things, details, but we will hash those out once we arrive. If you have any final preparations, now is the time to make them. And one final thing, I am afraid that you will have to hand your weapons and armor and other armaments to me. I will put them in my cargo for storage under the pretense of selling them. Obviously, I have no intent of selling these items, but they will need to remain with me if we are to get them through the Aldefyfian border.
Very well.
Sir Ponko,
Yes.
does this include hidden armaments and such?
I'm sure you have many weapons within that blouse and plumage, my dear. But no. Please give me all of your weapons. It is best that we do not suffer a risky search.
For the best.
Fear
And
not, you
Ginny-
shall be given back your armaments whenever we arrive.
Ginny will hand across the table a couple of chef knives and also a chef hat because it is one of her weapons.
I love you, Waymaker.
Oh, look at Waymaker making so many tokens for himself.
But no bunny for Arcadum.
I know, right?
I have made over 300 tokens for Arcadum.
Yeah, happy Easter, by the way.
Mythos gives up his longbow, his shield, his arrows, and his leather armor.
Okay, so you guys hand over your armaments.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he will kind of lean forward and... Okay, Merciless. He didn't say take your clothes off.
Wait, where's Mr. Milk?
His body is a weapon. Put him in the chest.
Yep.
Micha'el strips and hands him everything. This is all I have.
Serpenko will lean forward and he will say, The next part carries much weight, so please, listen. The Church of Mytheria, its presence is not strong within Dark Lake, as much as I would love her lady's light to be. The Inquisitor has informed me that I shall speak plainly, and so I shall. Where we are going, her light is but a glimmering candle before a darkness, a storm, a dark wind, as it were. You must be careful. You will see things that you may not agree with, things that will disgust you, but you must not reveal your affiliation. Not only will you be putting yourselves at risk, but mine as well. I gladly put myself at risk for Mytheria's light, but I would much rather not lose all that I have built. I'm sure you understand.
I do.
Very well. I have said my piece. Anything you have to add, Inquisitor? The Inquisitor will shake his head. Not as such, no. I would remind you, Inquisitors, that if you allow Serpenko to come to harm, it will be considered quite the failure. Your duty is difficult. To retrieve the bell, to slaughter the spawn, and to keep safe your patron. But we are the Inquisition. We are chosen because we are better than the rest of the ilk. We are the wheat from the chaff, We are the diamond from the rough. It is time that you've proven yourselves to Trent, to myself, to Etheria's eye herself. If there are no other questions, we leave immediately.
Amen, brother.
Uh,
I'm ready.
do you
I do
know
have-
the-
Oh,
Sorry.
go
on.
ahead, Gideon.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do we know what this dude the guy who has the bell look like? Does he have like blonde hair, black hair?
The Inquisitor will shake its head. No, we do not. That is part of your mission, is to find out whom they are, what they look like, whom is helping them, how much of them are within the Dark Lake. All these things will take time and legwork. As Thorne jumps on the table.
Oh, sorry.
Thorne.
I'm type.
We're all very excited. Yes.
Sorry. I just felt something crawling on my leg.
Oh,
Can I put my
checks
clothes
under the
back on?
table.
Are you actually naked, Like, is he actually naked? Put clothes
Yeah,
on.
he
No,
stripped. Not
No,
his boxers.
no, put your clothes on.
Oh, okay. You said everything, so I gave you everything.
He did
And
not.
the face.
He said armaments and arms. That's it. That's all he said.
Okay, he will put his clothes back on.
Hand to face. Big sigh.
With the mustache.
Anyway, Carlos will nod and will say, "Gather yourselves up, Inquisitors. It is time. We made for Dark Lake." Oh boy.
Finally, it's upon us.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Everyone on the table.
And then the table turns into a carriage.
It
a
flies
Pegasus
out. It flies
off.
out.
Yeah.
It's been a Metherian mount this whole time. Would
Instead
you
of
like
the
to hear
magic
a
carpet,
joke?
it's a magic table.
Starts telling us jokes and stuff.
Oh, I could bring him out. Barrel of laughs.
No. No, thank you.
Can you imagine
It's
that
very
Craig?
cute.
Can you imagine that Craig did not like his mount? That's crazy to me.
Oh,
That's crazy.
come on. It's the coolest mount ever.
All right, he doesn't like Barrel of Laughs.
Also,
I
will
loved
be right
Barrel of
back.
Laughs. He had a lot of really cool Waymaker jokes.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and here we
Some
go.
Telri jokes. Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, there you are. It's been a while since you guys heard this, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, thankfully, you are a part of an escorted detail. So we're just moving time forward.
Are we supposed to have assumed different monikers for our espionage?
Oh,
Some of us have rather prominent family names.
Serpenko will respond, "Well, generally speaking, that would be what the expertise you are here for would provide. Do you think you should have alternate names?"
I certainly should, now that she brings it up.
Genevieve, might I recommend following, at the very least, the initials you've been given, G and L. If you begin to sign your name and accidentally make the mistake of starting with your first letter, you can, in that time, potentially correct yourself to your fake name.
Good idea. I will think of a name.
For the rest of the party, please refer to me now as Fiona Iron Hall.
Fiona.
I'll just go by Tarot.
And so, the party zooms in. You're zooming in.
I'll go back to a classic and be Nova.
Oh, baby!
Oh shit, we get a map.
We got a map.
That's a very dark lake. Holy shit.
That is
That's
a
a
very
big
dark
lake. There's too
Welcome.
much lake in this picture.
Welcome to the Dark Lake. Isn't this great?
It looks really good.
It's
Pretty
fish.
Very
awesome.
dark.
That is awesome.
Wonder what kind of fish are in the Dark Lake.
The Dark Lake's pretty dark. Yeah.
I think it would be dark fish.
Largemouth
Like a black
bass.
bass. Black bass.
just largemouth bass.
Maybe some catfish.
All right. And so, the party approaches a gate, kept protected by militia and what appear to be knights with covered faces. Each of you are asked to stay inside the caravan. As you get closer towards the gate, you will see that Serpenko looks nervous, sweat beading on his forehead, dripping slowly down his cheek, but he keeps his composure. The knight that approaches is in masterwork plate, etchings on the sides, very old-looking ones, in a heraldry that you do not recognize. The man lifts his visor, and you will see beneath it a face with cracked skin, almost like an exsanguinated corpse. Will hold out his hand to take Serpenko's papers. As he checks his identification, you will overhear the man with the raspy voice ask Serpenko,
What cargo are you carrying?
"Oh, just some servants of mine and weapons and armor that I intend to sell to the good lords of the East."
Weapons and armor have to be sold to the Barrow's men.
Aye, that we are aware of. I would, however, like to keep some of it for my personal guard. I do intend, however, to hit the market whenever it deems me well.
Of course, Sir Panko. You're a friend of Dark Lake. For as long as you live here, I guess.
Thank you, sir. I have lived here quite some time.
Sure.
And I'll hand back his papers. And he will start to move past the barricade. Marshal checks.
Question about martial checks. Now that I'm also a barbarian, do my martial checks get... No, they don't, because I don't have martial progression, right?
No, they count.
They do? As
Yeah.
like actual martial?
Yeah, you are a martial character, yeah.
Sweet.
I suppose I should have asked, was anyone allowed to roll those, or was it just supposed to be the people who do martial checks?
I said martial checks. That means everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
That's
Not
fine.
advanced.
I didn't
Wait,
say
why
advanced.
Micha'el's intelligence? Why
Lord
Thorne's
Laboon.
dex?
They're supposed to be based on your level.
It's
It doesn't
Rainy.
matter as long as it's the correct formula.
right number?
And, yeah, it doesn't matter.
3.
Were you saying something, Thorne?
No. Let's continue on our journey.
Well, anyway, with your martial checks, you're able to notice a couple of things. First, the barricades are being built up at the border of Dark Lake. You can see in the distance there are patrols coming in and leaving as well, bearing the heraldry that you don't recognize, but that you suspect might mean the different old houses in the Barrow King's service. It would seem that the King's presence is pretty straightforward, intermingling with the local militia. It doesn't seem, by your ability to see such things, that they have completely taken it over. There are plenty of Aldefyfian militiamen that you can see moving about, being the town guard and all. But there is definitely a heavy sense of militarization. You can see that trees are being felled to create palisades. War is being prepared for as you continue down the road towards the town itself. As you come to the second barricade, you can see that this one is nearly entirely manned by militiamen, who just simply wave Serpenko through. as he is a noble. And so, you enter the town of Dark Lake. Eventually... Hold on, I have to find out where it is. It is... it's there, okay. Eventually, you will ride past the keep, where the mayor and his family are housed. And as you move your way through Dark Lake, you can see that the denizens appear to be in good spirits. They wave to Serpenko. They wave to you for those that spot you. And you can see that there are more of those mysterious knights moving among the populace. Not many of them, but enough to make their presence known. And then eventually... I need to check something. Okay. Eventually, you come to a very large manor, the back of which faces towards a heavy dark wood. And then you pull into it. Nope. Let you guys load that awesome map up.
Great.
Huge.
Damn.
Hey.
Oh, he does not come with you. As the carriage pulls you up towards the gate, you can see that the outer edge of the gate seems to be covered in manicured iron skulls etched into the steel. Serpenko will kind of say over his shoulder, "Not my choice of decor. It was the previous tenants. But it does blend in fairly well." With that, the great doors are opened as you hear guards yell out, "Serpenko approaches!" "It's Sir Lemune!" And then eventually, you trot across the terrace, through the first courtyard, and the carriage comes to a halt here.
Quite the place you've got here.
As he disembarks with the rest of you.
Grounds are extensive.
Indeed, I've done well for myself.
Excuse me.
No. Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Here's a tissue.
Thank you.
Well then, let's get you situated before the rest of the servants have questions.
Thank you, Gideon.
Yes, she was within 30 feet of Micha'el. She gets that for free.
And so, he will lead you further north, through the gatehouses, the next courtyard, till you arrive at the manor proper. Great buildings line each side, each one of a different function. Silos, butchery, anything to keep this massive estate going. And then, finally, you come to the house proper. And he will lead you inside. As he enters the home, you can see that Serpenko kind of takes on an entirely different aspect of himself. He's quite a bit more confident. Bearing command with each striding step, he will step forward and command that his servants clear the room. I have these new ones to present in. Before his Maître D can argue against him, he is turned away. Serpenko will look around, and then will nod to himself. I am afraid that for discretion's sake, you will all need to meet me over here. Come, follow me.
Oh, she's so fast for someone who can't see where she's going.
You can see.
I'm following him.
Zooming.
Oh.
Oh, good, we're crowding.
Oh,
I'll just
I was
get
gonna say,
into
it's
this
a
corner.
little cramped in here.
Oops.
Nope, not his chair.
I'm hot. Alright, as everyone enters, Sir Panko will kind of lean forward a bit conspiratorially, and then he'll say, Alright, thankfully the border didn't stop us. Now, I want to be sure I understand what each of your supplementary skills are, so I know who to assign you to. You are a chef, yes? He will look towards
Yes.
Ginny. In that case, you'll probably be wanted in the butchery, the kitchens, and anywhere that the maitre d' needs you.
Very well.
You'll report to him. He's a man outside. His name is Silas.
Very good.
And you wish to be an estate doctor, yes?
Yes, sir.
Well,
Doctor, healer, alchemist.
Thankfully, we do not have one. Since old Lars's death, you can take his home as the new resident physician.
Understood. She'll do a proper bow.
And you, Fiona, what skills do you possess?
Oh, not particularly any that would help me here, although you had mentioned you rather enjoyed the brusqueness of my attitude and suggested I might do well as a courtier?
Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, my memory's not what it was. Yes, you will join me in court, and will attend to me during such things.
Very well.
You shall stay here in the main home. And you two
Understood.
are the men of the sword, yes?
Yes, sir.
I shall place your position as my personal guard. You shall watch the door to my main home. You can also use that vantage point to keep an eye on those that move in and out of the estate. We don't know how deep this corruption goes. It could very well even be here. And you, he will look to Mythos.
Yes. Well, I don't know where my skills would be quite best suited, but I've dabbled in alchemy, so I could aid Miss Thorne. I'm also quick of wit. I can write down and scribe things if you need someone to keep track of that for you, or I can just do general housework. I have done that in the past.
I think perhaps you shall be a bookkeeper. I only have one other who handles my finances. Who knows? Perhaps you might find how we keep coming up short each year.
I can look into that for you. Sure.
Good. You all have your assignments. For now, however, I shall arrange quarters. At first I was going to give you a barracks, but since our good physician here shall be taking up residence in the old home, perhaps you shall stay there. It will be far less of a hassle, I suspect, as it will keep you safe from prying ears at night.
I would appreciate that.
Very well. Then you shall stay at the physician's house. Go there, rest this evening, and in the morning you shall report to your posts. I've taken the liberty of writing down their names and information that might help you. He will hand everyone but Thorne a piece of paper to read. Because she's blind.
And we will go over it later.
I can't read. Sorry. Alrighty, here we go.
That's a long list of names. Miss Thorne, how good is your memory?
What do you mean, Jarlo?
That is... I'm gonna make up my own name.
As you wish.
I must return to my throne. They will be thinking differently if I am not. I wish you luck. Oh, and from this moment forward, you should refer to me as your lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
Good.
My
yes,
lord.
Lord Lemoon.
That will do. And I want this cleaned by tomorrow, he'll say as he leaves.
Wow. I got
Start
looped in
scrubbing.
on the scolding. Anyway.
You think it would be a bad idea if I checked out the vantage point before going to bed?
That's not the prior round when we don't know where we're going, Micha'el.
I will be reporting to Silas to find the butchery and the kitchens. See how I can be of service for now.
Are we not to report tomorrow?
Are we not getting...
You guys should meet up in
Close
the
the door.
physician's house and talk about your
Mhm.
plans before you do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Mythos looks at the map on the table that shows the entire
Let's-
estate, so we know which way to go.
Let's
Now-
organize this a little bit and head out.
To the physician's house, then.
Whee!
If you lead
5
on,
hours
she'll put
later,
a hand on Gideon's shoulder.
we slowly cross the courtyard.
This place is huge.
As the party travels with Micha'el, you all know that you feel stronger. Suddenly. Over since past times, since you're around Micha'el, you feel stronger, and you don't know why.
Must have been being cooped up in a caravan for a week. It's nice to stretch our legs.
Mhm.
Well,
Let's lock
at
up.
least y'all can stretch all of your appendages.
What?
And welcome
His wings
to
are tucked under his suit, so he can't spread his wings. They're all
Yeah, that's what he meant.
cramped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Let's get that off and make sure that they're still growing all right. They don't seem terribly bent. What can I help you with?
Okay. I will inspect the beds first before anything else happens.
Well, we need
Good
to be
call.
together and
Oh.
get our stories and names straight.
We can do that easily enough from the bedroom.
As you wish.
Also, we can take this time to assign bunks.
I
I'm
will
gonna
choose this
Arcana check this to
Get
make
off
sure
my
there's
tail.
no evil wizards in here casting spells on our would-be beds.
I have the high ground, Micha'el.
one.
Don't try it.
On this bed.
So,
You're the high ground, you're the same height.
Yeah.
I have a question, Arcadum. What is the room to the north?
Is
He-
he back
has
from the
BRB'd
bathroom?
bathroom.
Oh, never mind. Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Ah.
Training room.
Good, I can eat some more dinner.
Yeah, it looks like a dojo, but I don't know.
Ginny or Ginny.
That's where you fight for your life.
What?
Here, if I could have you set up your bunks further in case I do need to actually set up a couple of people. They don't need to be passing by your things.
Might want to speak up, Micha'el?
Can I have your bed, please?
Why do you want this bed?
I would like to be in the front of the room in case of an emergency. I could be one of the first people to interact with instead of danger, the first out. I don't want to be towards the back, I want to be toward the front. In the event of our Lord here, I'd rather be the first out the door than the back.
Then you can be on the bottom bunk.
And are these bunk beds or are these one beds?
I mean,
They
they
look
look
like
like they
they
got
have
little ladder
ladders.
things, yeah.
Oh, let me zoom in. Oh, yeah, my fat head is
Yeah.
over
Is
the
that
ladder.
what
Yeah,
that
they're
is?
book beds.
Yeah, they're bunks.
Yeah, they're
What
beds.
else would they be? Like, you don't store firewood next to your bed.
You can be on the bottom. I don't want you creaking around on the top with your big fat body. Some of us need
Look!
to sleep.
Look! She's a top!
This is not fat. I'm
It's heavy. She'll bounce a little on the top bunk, and it creaks very slightly. Nobody wants to hear that all night from you.
Fair enough, I do have night terrors. So I will go to... Well, that's not of late. And I will claim the bottom bunk.
Well, there you go. All settled. Okay. So, round of names. Is that what we're doing next?
I believe so.
Would be prudent.
Mhm. Well, I'm going to take a note out of the captain's advice here, and I will be Georgiana Lonely Hill, and in true halfling fashion, I will be called Georgie, and that should settle it.
Very well. And I will be Nova of Saltbriar. Welcome to my new home.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you are well behaved.
Hello, Georgie. Hello, Nova.
Of course, Miss Nova.
What would be your name, soul brother?
Just call me Taro. That's fine.
What?
It doesn't
Taro,
sound with a
lovely.
G at all.
I like it quite a bit.
I will be Lope.
Mhm.
Is that an orcish name?
It is.
I will be Mr. Michael Smith.
Don't you mean Micha'el Smith? That's not going to get confusing.
I should come up with a last name. Lope Beans. That works for me. Lope Beans.
Beans.
Eyebrow raise?
Beans.
Does that have any significance?
No.
I believe
But-
beans are common for beans.
Yes. But names normally have almost no significance depending who you are. Names are just names at the end of the day. Who you are makes who you are. Your name carries nothing.
Aha.
Squints.
If you say so.
How do I change my name?
Sounds like a very
Yeah.
strong opinion you have there, Micha'el.
It's whatever.
Did your
Reevee-
personality change with your haircut or something?
I don't know.
Don't
Did yours
poke
change
him
with
on
that
this
stupid
again.
mustache?
I didn't
Boys,
say anything yours was stupid, but now that I say it, your haircut is fucking stupid. You know?
I don't care.
You should have gotten a low tapered fade with the comb over. It looks dumb. The line looks silly. You could have gotten a fade and looked better. But now
What if
you just
Mythos
look-
had a low taper fade?
She coulda.
ah,
She coulda.
God is back. What is this room to the north?
I told you that's where you fight for your life.
Why is
That's-
that?
that's for you to
attached
store all your
physician's
stuff.
office? Ah, very good.
That's your storage.
Pain is weakness leaving the body. You have your man, I lost all my words. Never mind. Carry on.
So we're supposed to store all of our regular gear here in these rooms? Right in these chests?
So, this is your, like, disguise chests and disguise room. This is going to be where you're going to store your, like, actual battle gear, which is why this has a lock on it.
Very
okay.
Ah.
Because if it was just left unattended, that's a lot of very expensive equipment.
Well, you got to keep it somewhere,
Yeah.
and it's
And
better
that's a
you
good-
it's better you keep it somewhere close to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and
To be
observe
clear,
the
you
lock.
can put it anywhere you'd like, but that's the pre-arrangement.
How sturdy does this lock look to someone who could, pick it?
It's a high. It's it's decent. You could break it, but
Micha'el would just wear his armor, because Master needs cool stuff.
Any other preparations before we rest and such for tomorrow?
Well, I didn't see any lingering magics around any of the beds, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out for the night.
Well, we didn't see any last time either, and yet.
Well, that is why I plan on staying more vigilant through the night this time.
How would we like to set up watches for the main room? I prefer to rise a bit before the sun. And I'm guessing you would...
Continue.
No, I am just saying I'll take dawn.
I suppose watches will be dependent on when we are expected to report for our various duties.
Very well. And for tonight?
As you wish. You may take dawn. I'll take first watch. I will probably stay up and check on the other securities this house provides.
Thank you. Let me know if you see anything.
Of course.
And I'll primarily keep watch of the sleeping chambers, and every now and again check to make sure whoever's watching the main room is okay.
I'll do a quick walkabout and see what I can about the perimeter.
Just gonna wander?
No, just this building.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
Oh boy.
Before I head to bed, I want to at least walk around this area to see what's around us. I won't be gone long.
Do I feel anything as I sort of walk along, or are there people about?
There are people, but they keep their distance. Many of them probably don't even know you're there.
And then is there like a space back here, or is that flush against the wall?
There's an alley back there.
As I leave, the party will notice that they feel a slight change about them. They somehow don't have a blessing. As Micha'el will walk around, he will touch the armor, the Forgiven armor. Last MC armor. He will then pull a note in his pocket and make sure he's out of direct earshot of everybody in the barracks, and he'll pull the note out of his pocket as he continues to walk, to remind himself what he wrote before he put on the armor. It says, "I want to protect those from evil. I want to protect those who can't protect themselves. I want to be better. I want to be free, even if that means to leave behind Mytheria. I want to be better. I just want to be better. I want to be free. Farryn, I wish to follow you, and I hope you accept me." He reminds himself that's what he wrote before he took the first step in forgiving himself, but before he put on the armor. I wonder how much money this man had. This place is huge. Can I make a check to see if I see the vantage point the Lord was talking about?
Oh, he meant the front door.
Oh, okay.
He meant this.
Okay. Are these like houses?
Yeah.
Or like intermediate doors?
Yeah, those are houses or gatehouses. Those are where the other servants live.
What would be the fastest track to get to there? Or would you have to walk through? Because I'm trying to
Go through
look at the
here.
map.
Go up. There.
Okay.
This is a gate, so you just go through that.
Okay, he will walk through here and stand in the courtyard. And self-reflect. And know that the path forward might not be the easiest one. But for what Farryn showed him, if he stayed with the church, he would not find happiness. And after he was forgiven and had to forgive himself, he believes that the way forward is through Farryn. But even though we're on the path of the church, defeating the Barrow King seems the best thing to do, for he is a great evil. He will sigh. I hope I can prove myself to them. If not, they will kill me. He will then walk back to face his friends and maybe soon enemies. I have to tell you, this place is fucking huge.
Yes, it did seem that way when we first arrived, Mr. Lope.
Welcome back, Lope. She'll sort of like lean facing down, elbows up against the top bunk over here. How was the walk? What did you see?
Just went through the courtyard, seeing what other people stay, where the main house is, the gate. Well, I mean, that's where we came in from. This place is. It would take, I feel like over a couple hours just to walk the property and check out everything. For security purposes, he would need multiple teams to do so.
Only if they're concerned about the city guard being insufficient, and given that the moon seems to be favored by the people, and even favored by the, Barrow Kings.
He mostly seems concerned with the basic defense of his main house. Everything else here must work in pretty good clockwork order.
Agreed. You see, in his good reputation, it has built up a protection of its own. And now, how in the world do we progress ours?
Mythos, are you pacing? Are you okay?
I'm keeping watch.
We're all awake now, friend. I don't think,
Not everyone. Mr. Taro is resting.
Okay, well.
Where I was a young boy.
He was humming to himself. He was definitely humming to himself. Not only 5 minutes ago. So the plan tomorrow is to report to our respective duties. How do we want to play our reconnaissance and sharing of information amongst ourselves?
Isn't that the point of this being our residence for here? That this would be where we turn in every few nights?
I was under the impression that this was where we were staying tonight, and that we would be staying in our respective job sites.
No, this is where you're expected to stay, so that you guys can talk freely to each other at night.
Oh, good. Okay, never mind then. Good. I'm glad I misunderstood. That's much simpler.
I think for reconnaissance, the best track is just do good at our jobs, and we will be loaned out to other people, or join him at events.
Agreed. That is the plan.
And through that, we will learn, especially if me and Gideon become gods of other players in town. We have first-hand experience of what they do and what they say and who they interact with. I'm also worried about the big band of thieves. Isn't this town supposed to be riddled with multiple bandit groups? This looks like one of the prime targets is this massive estate.
I
I'm
bet
not.
they're gonna try to rob an estate in the middle of a town. Lope.
You would be surprised the goal of some people if they're desperate or if they think they're above all things.
Long ago, just like a herd.
So we can't do everything. In the case that there is a bandit incursion, we secure our lord's safety and each other's. All right? And we go somewhere safe and we figure out how to progress the mission from there. Is that clear?
Sounds good to me.
If
Farryn-
something happens to the Lord, then we fail.
Farryn leans out through the door as she's inspecting this room for safety. It's also entirely possible that he might be paying one of those bandit groups, or turning a blind eye at his estate, or keeping the other bandits away.
That's called extortion.
This is also true.
Oh.
Money talks in areas like this.
We'll hop
I
down.
wouldn't know, but it's possible.
Money can't talk. It has no mouth. What do you mean?
Not figurative.
How can he hear us
I
with his
love you.
earphones in,
Yeah.
blasting his music?
He's humming so loudly.
But no, I didn't play. In the worst case scenario, we get Panko out with us, hopefully. All right.
Hmm.
Yes.
But the priority, above all things, is the bell.
Yes.
So keep an ear to the ground. And don't be obvious. She's like, shoots a glare at Micha'el.
Why are you looking at me not to be obvious?
Don't be blunt. Don't just walk up to someone and ask a question. Oh, have you seen a bell? Have you seen someone with a bell?
Greetings, fellow bell users.
Any bell enjoyers around?
I, too, am a bell enjoyer.
I am only a servant to... Well, I am security for the one in charge. My only use now is to be a sword in need. I should only listen, not talk.
But our purpose here is to gather information. So even if you don't talk, pay attention.
That is the plan. Small one.
Lope, you may wish to rehearse exactly how you phrase that so that you sound more confident if people do ask. What's your purpose here,
I am the Lord's God.
Better.
Pretty simple.
What's your lord's name?
Oh no. Brain fart. Blah, 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 blah.
Honko the Moon.
Ponko Lamoon. Say it 5 times.
Is it Lamoon or Lamune, actually? I don't remember if the E was a hard E or not.
I think it's silent.
I've heard it said both ways, but I'm sure that's just dialect.
Well,
I am off to bed.
Excuse me.
And
Miguel will take off his armor, put it in his chest, and then slip into bed and eat.
and definitely not be the jelly of Marlowe. Just
Oh yeah, I get to sleep with Jenny, not Marlowe. Eat a dick, Marlowe.
poke. Michael.
Hmm?
And then
Yes?
she'll also poke Gideon until he lets an earbud out. Taro.
Yes, Nova.
I'd like you to join me in the other room. I want to make sure that you're doing all right.
Kiss.
God, I just got comfortable too. Fine,
I
whatever.
Thank you.
Telling you, I'm not okay. Trust me.
You too.
I'm not.
You too, Michael.
What do you want me for?
Not you. You're Lupe. Please
Lope.
try.
Oh, no.
Ginny smirks.
This is going to be difficult.
I am an evil bastard, and I know it.
Mm.
I needed the most generic name, but I also wanted to make it confusing.
Get wrecked, Mr. Generic Name.
Oh. Everything okay, Fiona?
Well, I was just checking to see how secure exactly this room was. The lock is decent, although not the best I've ever seen. So Arcadum, does this room have like any alternate entrances or exits, or like
Nope.
a sturdy floor, a sturdy roof,
Everything
sturdy wall?
seems sturdy.
Great. I'm going to put my gear into this chest and then tinker a little bit and kind of, slip a piece of paper very, very thinly on the back corner of it so that if someone else opens it up, the paper would fall out behind the chest and I'll know if someone's been in my stuff.
I see we're doing the light Yagami route today. Closes door.
We take a potato chip and eat it.
And
It's one of
since
those
the room,
intervention things. Is that why you brought me here?
ideally,
I'm not sure.
no, but I would rather hear plainly what each of your experience was like. I know what it's like to have a foreigner god in your head, and I want to make sure that understand, make sure that each of you are okay, and that incident was. She starts to cross her arms towards Fiona, but will return. So.
I mean, speaking personally, I didn't enjoy whatever that was inside of me. However, by Matheria's light, I was able to push it back and position myself to not be of any harm to any of you. Whatever it was may have been trying to toy with my mind or break us apart in some way, but with Matheria's light, just like everything else, we were able to overcome it.
What was their objective?
To kill all of you.
Oh.
Not just kill,
And I wasn't
but
going to let that happen.
it was more than just kill, though. It was slaughter. It was massacre. It wanted blood everywhere.
Eternal battle. To live, to fight, to die, to live, to fight again.
Sounds like you know something about it.
That is what I saw in my head when I was possessed. I assume, based on your reactions, we all saw somewhat different things.
Well, mine was the briefest, and the only thing I heard was kill, kill. It was set on having me bring harm to all of you.
Yes.
But it wasn't tampering with me long enough for anything else to be revealed.
And Thorne will hand on Mythos' head and check cheeks and see if you feel alright.
I'm sorry, did you check his cheeks?
It's the up ones.
The ones on his face. The ones on his face.
Alright, got it. Sorry.
I'm not pantsing him.
Yeah, take a look, make sure his cheeks are not...
No, she's getting out the rubber gloves!
Oh, God.
Turn your head and cough.
He's not old enough for that yet. He's still young.
Are there any marks or leftover inclinations in your mind?
Well, I don't know if there's anything outward. I mean, no one's
Well, you've
mentioned
cleaned
anything.
yourself at some point. Did you notice anything?
Not on myself. And I haven't noticed anything on Mr. Taro or Miss Fiona.
Mm-hmm. She'll go and inspect each.
Mythos looks quizzically at what she's trying to do.
As you reach up and grab Fiona's face, which I'm assuming you're just checking all of us the same way you checked Mythos, right? Fiona's going to look at you and say, "So, where did you get your inspiration for your outfit? It's peculiar."
I just asked, and they gave me some things to wear. Does it not suit me?
Blind.
No, it suits you, but it's also reminiscent, I suppose, of other things. You're
I will
concerned
trust
for
your
our
judgment.
well-being. Are you all right? You said, I believe that you know what it's like.
And she'll look over at Gideon. Back when we were expunging a noble from the Pale City, Lock and High had a hold of my mind for a while.
A high to what?
A cruel
foreigner
god.
Oh.
He's a real asshole.
But I feel a lot better. Things are better now, and we drove him back, and things will be okay. Things will be okay.
I see. You keep saying him. And yet, he wasn't, forcing you to try and kill everyone or wreak mayhem on the world?
No. He wanted me to abandon Mytheria and serve him, and to rot out my mind with visions and truths, I suppose, and, well, bathe me in corruption, but I had a blessing then. That was enough to hold it off until Ygul could pull me out.
This is peculiar and complicated. I do wish I had been there when it had happened. Not sadistically, of course. I would worry for you, but I wish I could have traced the magical signature, the exposure of such an event, to know if it was perhaps the same divination that followed us to the Abbey.
Oh. Do you believe that might be what assaulted us? The thing that's been chasing them for so long?
I don't know.
Like, we saw the smile, like the laughing smile, right, at the altar.
I think we all saw the smoke break it, yeah.
Yeah.
And we at least all saw the symbols on our stuff change.
Yeah.
She'll start shaking and squeezing up and down her arm.
I don't think it was the same one. I think whatever took us over was a different thing entirely.
Surely there can't be that many false gods out there, or that many groups powerful enough to implant our minds with such thoughts.
I mean, it does sound like common demonic behavior. Maybe some collective of demons are just trying to mislead and misguide the populace and bring harm to Corvanus.
And I suppose starting with the church would be a reasonable place. If they can shake us in our faith, they will shake the world.
Well, we'll just push them back like we did with Alokanhai and his followers.
Yes, and like we did with this rather battle-ready individual.
Yes. As long as her light is within us, even how far sparse it may be out here, we will push back against anything that threatens us in that way.
And I don't think Alokanhai is going to be a problem anymore. We found the bases and they're not around here, and I don't think he's going to be hunting for me, so things will be
There
okay.
was a lot of them.
There were, I forgot exactly where they were. Were there any over in this area, Gideon?
No. But that dagger was
I'm back.
down towards that stone structure. I've got it on the map. What was it called? Fuck.
The standing stones? Silver stones?
The Silver
Yeah,
Coast
the silver
Stones?
stones. Like the symbol that showed up when we were possessed. That same symbol was marked on the map at the silver stones. But that's still far away.
So they are connected somehow.
She breathes and will lean against Taro.
Do any of you think that these tales might be something we could consider telling the populace? Since we've all experienced them, if we wish to make them believe that we are not affiliated with the Church of Mytheria, would it be a good course of action to perhaps pretend allegiance to a different god? Or is that too dangerous with her light being so faint out here?
I'd consider it dangerous for that reason, but also we don't have any manner of knowing which of these false gods any individual may be aligned with. For all we know, maybe some of their false gods are enemies of these ones. I mean, the one that took over us just seemed to be bloodthirsty. I don't think it would have any allegiances.
I won't tempt him over here. I don't have my blessing anymore.
Sorry, I just had to
Blasting
see it
CR.
again.
It's so good.
If I
So
was
good.
a young boy, my father.
I'm gonna join the
Well.
Black Parade.
If you don't know what you're getting into, you don't want to start understanding the hard way.
True. Hopefully we're not more susceptible now that we've been touched once before, if any of the Dark Lake individuals and residents do happen to follow one of these deities, hopefully, so-called, of course. But hopefully, the ritual that they're preparing for in a few months will have nothing to do with it.
One thing that I thought of on the way here is we might want to figure out where they're going to be doing the ritual. Like, where would be a good place to raise a bunch of undead? Maybe a cemetery of some kind? An old battlefield?
Or if it's simply a midwinter celebration, as everyone, I believe, has been led to believe, it would be wise to see if the two are connected. Good thought.
It will be easier to learn about the festival in a month or two, if we haven't done everything we need to before then. I'm glad that your encounter with whatever it was brief.
Agreed.
The prolonged exposure, well, I mean, you remember, Gideon, I was limp and they were dragging me out, I was bleeding from everything. She has a hand over her face. Don't tempt it.
Well,
And
as
don't
long
do
as
that
we stay
again,
vigilant,
okay?
Then we know what's coming at least now. We can be more prepared. And by staying vigilant, we can make sure that something like this doesn't befall us again.
And more so than vigilance, using our resources appropriately. You said it was a magical paper that you tried to destroy. You didn't even bother using your blank who wouldn't be affected by whatever was written on it. And instead, you put my brother's souls in danger.
I don't think she told us that.
I was
She
gonna say, I don't
didn't
think she
tell us
told
that.
us
Tell us
she...
that.
We don't know
I'm
about the
rolling
paper.
that back.
Wow, that was some heavy meta.
Back
That
up.
was.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It gets
It's
confusing
been
sometimes.
3 weeks. Or
Did you look to me?
you
No,
did
no, you did
something
it.
at the altar.
I'll pretend, but I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, Bram.
No. The thing I told Cast and all of you was that I noticed some rogue exposure, and when I went to check it out, I had visions, and it was those visions that possessed my mind, so I went to the altar to cleanse them. There was no mention of a letter.
Okay. No, thank you for that. I got that
No
one
worries.
backwards. It's the curse.
It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah. Like, we can't be being reckless. Whatever magic you were mucking in nearly got my brothers killed. So, let's do better. She'll lock the door.
You lock them in?
No, I unlocked. Like, I closed
I see.
the door before this.
Oh, okay.
Before they come back, I need a
That
moment.
would be hilarious.
Oh no, the door locks from the
You
outside.
fucking just
No!
lock them in, dude.
Dude,
And now
Learn
you're
to
going
get
to
along.
think about what you did.
now you've tempted me. But no.
Put stuff away.
Before anybody comes back to the room,
Kiss him.
Mr. Bean,
Oh shit. Kiss him in Spanish.
Hello?
I shake the bed a little bit and it squeaks. Micha'el.
Lopez?
He having very heavy Hashu dream. What?
Hey. Our conversation earlier, you were telling me earlier on the way before we left the chapel, you seemed proud of your family then. What do you mean names don't matter? I have to know.
Where you come from, really, your name doesn't mean anything. It's your actions that define who you are. You can come from nobility, but be a shitty person. But so the weight of your name means nothing because you're a terrible person. Or your mean means nothing, but you become a great hero who saves many. Your name doesn't mean anything. Your actions define you, who you are. That's what I mean. Names don't mean anything. They can, but in general, it really doesn't mean anything. Your character of your person speaks more volumes than the name you carry. Because names can change, so can people. But just because you carry the weight of a heavy name does not make you more important than anybody else. Because the peasant can grow up to be a warrior, and the nobleman be nobody. Actions speak, louder than just words attached to somebody.
I agree. But wouldn't you say that where you come from and who you are has a lot to do with what you have become and potentially will?
Where I come from, yes, but the name given to me by my mother and father does not make me more powerful or less powerful. It's just the name they decide to give to me that they thought was special. But what I do with that is my choice.
And you don't believe that your actions would change how the world sees those who raised you
I
and
do.
taught you what you know?
I do, but I can change my name, as I've said, as Lope. Right? My name is Micha'el Grace, but we're all using different names to conceal our identity. What I do in this town is, Lope Beans means nothing outside this town because I will go back to Micha'el Grace. They don't care what the name is, it's my actions.
So before, when you said that, you did not mean about me, you meant the costume, me.
I think you're getting it confused. I understand you come from, a big house of names in the church, that being your last name. But that does not have to be your identity. You can choose to live how you want. Because your name can help you get to good places, or you can end up homeless, the street. Then what will your name do you then?
I can't control that. What I can control is how my actions reflect the reputation of my family.
Why?
Because I'm part of a group. I'm not just me. And neither are you.
But you are just you.
No one is just them.
But at the end of the day, you make your decisions. So your family name, you can't let your name or who you account to sway decisions, because that almost prevents you following your heart. You can't let your name stop you from doing what you really want. Yes, your name is attached to many people in this family, but at the end of the day, you are you.
And what if my heart led me in a direction that hurt others by association? What if I made choices that made me turn out better and destroyed the paths of others, countless others? That doesn't sound responsible, it sounds selfish.
Well, let me speak from personal experience.
Please.
With my group, we have killed multiple people. Beheaded. Me, myself, I've beheaded people, burned down villages, killed multitudes of people, good and evil. I wasn't checking. I just killed because people told me I do. I was a mindless warrior. But I'm starting to realize that I am more than just the organization I subscribe to. I have my own wants, I have my own pleasures, I have my own destiny. We write the future ourselves. My name, I am, does not the name or the organization I'm with does not determine where I end up. No matter what you do, Ginny, you will hurt somebody.
Jenny.
Jenny, I love you, Jenny.
Oh,
You
boy.
almost said it. I could hear it on the end.
Almost said.
So, you can't. Every decision you make, somebody's going to get hurt. You can't make perfect decisions. Nothing you do will satisfy everyone. There's going to be a winner, a loser, and everything. If you concern who you hurt along the path, you don't live for yourself anymore. You become the husk of a person who lives without themselves, and you just try to live for others, and at the end of the day, you destroy yourself. It is a valiant effort, but where are you in the equation? You have a beautiful life in front of you, so live it. There's a difference of living selfishly and then not living for yourself. You can still help others. You can still live a good life, but have yourself in there. There's a big difference in being selfish and then trying to live for you.
After you finish, Ginny's just quiet.
Does any of that help?
It's much to think about. I guess I wondered one other thing.
Go ahead.
What does your father believe?
I don't know, he's dead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My father died when I was 10.
Do you know how?
Yes, he died defending the village of Ragtar's Feast. I grew up in the wastes. It was not a good time then. Most men don't live to see very old. It's mostly you get up, you try to live, an incursion happens. Some die, some live to see the other day. I was blessed through 2 decades of fighting those awful creatures in the wastes. But I realized I couldn't stay. I had to leave. What changed me as a young man, I was 10, and when one of the orc brothers in the village brought my father's sword back to my mother, I knew what had happened. He had always come back holding it himself. This time, he didn't. It filled me with such rage at the world. It wasn't fair that a boy like me grew up without my father. Most like other orcs in our village. My mother lost her husband, my abuela lost her son, and I lost the only male influence directly in my home. I became unstable. I became angry. I devoted my life to nothing but rage and bloodshed for the next 2 decades in my village.
At least you were pointed in the right direction.
I don't think so. There were no thoughts behind my actions.
But you were slaying demons. That's worthwhile, even unguided.
But there was to no end. I, like my brothers, I saw them die and die and die and die and die and die and die. There was no victory. I just wake up, go fight, lose more friends, wake up, fight, lose more friends. There was no victory. It's just one of these days I was going to be one of my brothers who did not go back home. What life is that? To subscribe to a life of servitude or slavery, to fighting the demons until eventually I'm killed?
Isn't that what we do as soldiers of Mytheria?
Is that what you think you should do? Have no thoughts? Be a slave to the religion you have? Not be able to live a good life?
I've studied, I've learned, I know this is the right way to do it. It's worked for 500 years, why should we change anything now?
But has it?
Yes.
We have apostasy everywhere. Even the old nobles in the Pale City are working against her light. The wastes are only getting worse. They stole an artifact of Mytheria. We're here in this town. How can you say that everything has worked?
We're going to make it right.
And how do you know?
Take it back. Because she's with us.
Have you heard her?
I don't need to hear her. Her words are recorded. The words of her saints are there. What more do you need? Everything she could say has been said. That should be sufficient.
And how do you know that those words were not written by a person?
Many of them were. They're inspired. That's part of Micha'el.
Yes, Lanternbridge.
Good night. Should just kind of roll over.
Last question for you, Ginny. Who are you outside your faith?
I'm a daughter in a good family. And
But you go ahead.
How-
Forgive me.
how do you mean that my family is only second to my faith, and everything beyond that is, normal things. I like to cook. I like walking in the woods.
Now, could
What
you
else
do
is
all
there?
of that without being a Mytharian?
I feel like the world would be darker and more hopeless if I wasn't doing my part to keep it bright.
Would we be darker because you don't follow a certain religion? Let me ask you a question, Ginny. Do you believe those who heal others who don't follow Mytharians are evil?
If they do it through magic, then they are pulling it from a source that is not righteous. There are many forms of power in the world. Not all of them are good. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that the most of them are evil.
I was doing part of Mytharia's mission. Okay? So was the rest of my group that you see outside of Farryn. We lost to a hag. My captain was killed, laying her life down for us to survive. We woke up battered and broken, and Gideon was in stone. With no way of fixing what it has, we woke up in the house. My man named Moop.
I gathered a little about him from listening to your early argument. Apparently he was a healer of some sort.
Moop was not a Mytharian. Yet he healed us anyway. He did the job of the church, even told them where we were. He healed Gideon beyond the means that any of us could have done. Was he evil?
The road to damnation is paved by good intentions.
That's not the
He
question I
might
asked.
not have been evil, but the source from which he was taking power was not of the light.
And how do you know?
Was it? Was he following Mytharia? You said so
No.
yourself, he was not.
No, he follows a god as he told me his name was Farryn.
A foreign god.
The god of forgiveness.
Ugh.
Is forgiveness something that you don't believe in?
There is forgiveness for those who follow the light.
But all else must be purged in its wake,
Yes? Because all else is contagious. All else leads to shadows. All else leads to darkness.
I find that hard to believe. Because there are many orcs that I grew up in my village did not follow Mytharia but were good men who died fighting for your god, no less.
Everyone dies.
Yes, but for the purposes of the death means something. You say all those who must fight to Mytharia, and she's the only way for goodness and light. Does that mean for all those who sacrifice themselves in your name to keep you safe or evil, and are in darkness?
The sun begins to set.
And Ginny will roll over, noticing that he did, in fact, say, "Your god," that time. And go to sleep.
Clarification. Were these two conversations happening simultaneously while the doors were shut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. So we didn't hear any of that. Oh no.
You see-
Arcade
Nova,
was...
that's go ahead.
Does he have any weird dreams this time?
I'm waiting for everybody to get in bed and for everybody to decide their watches.
Sorry, what do you need, Tara?
I was just saying, and that's why Sleeping with Sirens is a punk rock band and not a goth band, like My Chemical Romance.
Oh. You have such good
Amazing.
taste.
Oh my god. Shut the
Merciless,
fuck up.
that was
Go to fucking bed.
That was a phenomenal exchange. Thank you for that. That was
Oh, dude, that was
very
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, yes.
And that's
That was
why
phenomenal.
it's a different kind of bed. And that's why System of a Down is post-retro super metal.
Taking second
True.
watch, or is it just Mythos holding the entire watch?
No, Farron's taken first.
Okay.
Okay,
And I have Dawn.
get in position there, Fiona.
Yeah, she'll wait after everyone leaves, and she'll count slowly to 100, roll her shoulders once, shake it off, and then she'll go and sit on the chair and have first watch. Locking the door, of course.
As night dips low, the sun disappears on the horizon. The shadows lengthen. You guys should hear that, right?
Yeah.
What is that great
It's,
guitar?
I don't understand.
What a
I just-
change of pace!
I just swooned.
That's some good guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's done by Justin.
Who's getting serenade?
Justin Johnson.
Mm.
It is at this point. Let me adjust this a little bit. Okay. It is at this point, Fiona, that you feel a presence at the door. And then you hear it.
What do I hear?
Sorry, you didn't hear that? I knocked.
No. Oh, a knock.
Yeah.
Does the door have a peephole?
It does not.
Are there windows?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will very quietly on tiptoe creep to a window and kind of like angle out, hopefully not being seen from within, but hoping to see outside. Can I see anything?
Yes. In the shadows, you see a figure that looks to be a man, wearing a black suit and a black hat over the top of his head, blocking his facial features. A thin line of smoke comes from a beat, small ashen red mark of a cigarette. On the side of his belt on his suit, you will see that a white hat dangles, glowing slightly in the darkness.
Do I recognize anything about this man? Like, is this cast in disguise?
No.
Okay. Farryn will... Okay, hold on. One more thing. Are there, like, what's the lock situation on this door?
It's locked.
Like, do they have the sort of chain locks, or is that too modern? Do they just
It's
have
too modern.
regular tumblers?
They have
do
tumble locks. It's a tumble lock.
Okay, because there's also, like, the wooden ones that do the crisscross, you know. Okay. She'll open the door, but stand there, blocking the entryway.
As you open the door, the man in black will lift his hand up to the rim of his hat and will give it a small dip. Good evening, ma'am. I don't mean to cause you any alarm, but I'm afraid I've come knocking.
Yes, I heard you. It is quite late. Could you not come knocking at, nicer hours?
I wouldn't I could, madam, but I'm afraid I can't. For there's someone in there that I need a speaking to.
Well, you can speak to me.
Wouldn't that I would, but my words are not just for you. You can listen if you like, but I've come for the one known as Micha'el.
I'm sorry, I do believe you have the wrong house. There's no one here by this name.
Ma'am, I understand your instinct to protect him, but there's two ways this can go down. I ask nice, or I don't ask at all.
We hear this from where we are?
No, you're asleep.
No. The door's shut.
Yeah. He's a chill, cool jazz speaker.
Yeah, and he's talking all nice and soft like.
I'm just talking like my uncles.
Sweet. Cool uncles.
I'm tuning into my southern accent.
I wouldn't say there's any want to protect anyone here. There just simply is no one here of that name. May I ask what position you hold in the household?
I hold no position in no household, at least none of this here plane. So let me speak more plain, as it seems that you need a bit of convincing. Farryn Inkholdt, I ain't here for you, or your companions from your Metherian church, save for one, Micha'el Grace. I've come to answer his call.
Come in for just one moment, please. I will wake him.
He will
And
dip
she-
his hat as he enters.
Do shut the door behind you, please.
The door will shut, as if the wind itself blew it so. He will stand at the edge of the light. I'll wait here, ma'am.
Very good. And she'll go in and close the door behind her.
Is your watch over already, Miss Fiona?
Not that I know of, no. I got interrupted, as it were, by a shadowy individual who happens to know who we are outside of these positions. It seems that either our cover has already been broken, or somehow he's a courier, perhaps? He wishes to talk to Micha'el. And she nudges Micha'el, nudge, nudge.
He stares for a brief moment, then, oh, Micha'el. Oh.
No, yes, not Michael.
Micha'el.
Hello.
Micha'el.
Yes, hello, Micha'el. Sorry to wake you. There's someone here for you, specifically. Come with me, please.
He will get up.
Do you want me to accompany y'all as well, or do you want me to keep watch over the room?
Stay here. I know what this is about.
Oh. Okay, then.
I am Micha'el Grace. You wish to speak with me?
That I do, son.
Let's take this outside. I've been expecting you.
He'll hold up his hand.
Fiona.
And he will say instead, afraid it's best it's beheld in here. There's people outside that might overhear. I'm a man of discretion, and I do not wish to ruin your mission. I come here to speak to you, and to you alone. Yeah. The others can listen if they wish, and matters not to my masters.
It matters to me. This is a personal matter. Fiona, do me a favor, step in there real quick. We shall go in here. This is a personal thing. If you shall follow me, sir, into here. He will slowly walk up here. I walk over here in the center.
He doesn't step into the light.
Okay. Makes sense.
And as he stands on the edge, he'll then look over to Micha'el and he will say, "We have a lot to discuss." And with that, that's where I'll call the session right there.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah.
We have a lot to discuss next time. Good.
But what
stuff.
about Extension Arcadum?
Oh, I can't. I have guests over. You guys would have to go without me.
That's what I mean.
Then
it's fine.
just fan art time. Yay.
Yeah.
Ibari, Coco Bari called Iowa.
That's my favorite Dragon Ball song. And then you come to America and you find out that most of the time it's that stupid Dragon Ball. It's terrible. What the heck was that?
It's just them saying Dragon Ball.
It's so terrible.
Dragon, fight the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Come get me.
Do they even ever fight the dragon? Is that a thing? I thought they just
The
asked
dragon
for
is
wishes.
Shenron.
No, they don't. I mean, well,
They
unless you
can't
count,
fight
count Omega Shenron
Right,
GT.
you know.
But I don't.
But it's not about fighting dragon, it's about fighting aliens.
Yeah, it is actually. It's about killing aliens.
It's mostly aliens, yeah. And aliens fighting aliens. It's barely ever humans.
I know, right? All right, here we go. First up, we have me being unable to show anything. Hold on, let's try again. Also nothing. How about this one? Oh, that's not what we want to look at. Yeah. Can I just switch sides? Can I? Hold on. Sorry. Can you? There you go. I had to switch sides. All right, first up we have my old Easter art from last year when I was remembered as part of the group. This with my mouth closed. This guy hiding behind me. Just gooning it up. Thank you, Casey. Yap. Yeah. When I was a young boy. He even has the Jack Skellington headband. Oh my god, dude. How did you turn into this when you started as this? Oh, this is great. This is great. Actual lolly fan art. And I need you, da-da-da-da-da-da, and I miss you, and now I want.
Is it me? Hey, let me see.
Yeah, there's fan art of you. Yeah, come on.
I'm coming, I'm walking.
That's right, it's right there.
Facts. Look how big my ass is. How did she know? Is this Floyd?
That's KC reality.
Oh, this is Casey?
Yeah.
Good job, Casey. I knew all those nudes would come in handy.
Yeah, that's Thorne's new.
Then we have this. Wow. The sensor really looks so cool.
Yeah. She has hilted as well.
Oh, what? That looks so sick.
Yeah, she got the hilt property right there. It's pretty good. I like it when things are accurate to the canon.
Oh God.
They also when I was then they made one of me hopping behind them.
Is that your floating?
That's my floating die.
Oh wait, you told them about it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks all the support, all that good stuff. I will see you guys next time on Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.